Hey, it's me, MLB. It's Wednesday, my dudes. I have another Haikyuu one-shot for you. This time it's Sugawara Koushi from Karasuno High Volleyball Team, and he is paired with a female listener yet again. This is a very cute, innocent one-shot, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is my last chance. It has to be today. You thought to yourself as you stood in the assembly line, your eyes straying from the principal, giving his speech at the front of the hall, to Sugawara, your classmate and crush, who was standing in the line beside you and a little ahead. You were graduating high school today, and so was he. Over your schooling years together, you and Suga had gotten to know each other, getting closer and closer, but you'd never had the guts to confess to him. Well, not yet, anyway. If I don't tell him today, I'm going to regret this for the rest of my life, you thought, putting your most determined face on. Once we graduate, I may never see him again, and that makes me sad. You looked down at your hands and balled them into a fist to give yourself a little encouraging power boost. I can do this. After the ceremony, you quickly made your way to the lockers and pulled the little note that you'd written to him out of your pocket and placed it in his locker. Not wanting to stand around there too long and be caught, you turned tail and ran the second that you'd closed his locker door. Okay, done. Meet me in the gym, 4 p.m. You rehashed what you'd written. Wait, should I have chosen somewhere else? What if there's other people around in the gym at that time? Then you stopped short. I forgot to write my name! Standing there frozen for a second, you debated running back and taking the note to write your name at the bottom, but the arrival of other students in the locker area changed your mind, so you continued on slowly to your own. As you pulled your metal locker door open, you saw a note sitting in your shoes, and you curiously pulled it out and opened it. Yin, there's something I need to tell you. Please meet me in the gym today, 4 p.m, the note read. Gym, 4 p.m? But that's the same time I've asked Suga to meet me. You flipped the note over looking for a name, but the person had forgotten to write their name as well. Oh, this is going to be awkward then. When I turn up, Suga turns up, and someone else turns up. You sighed and went on your way to the final activities for that day, praying time would speed up just for today so you could get out all this nervous suspense, get it out and over and done with. By the time 4 p.m. rolled around, you had rehearsed your lines that many times you felt like you'd be able to confess correctly in your sleep. And so, nervously, you collected your things and walked slowly to the gym, your lungs feeling more and more restricted as you approached the slightly ajar gym door. Curling your fingers around the door edge, you pushed it open slowly and looked in. There was Suga, standing nervously in the middle of the volleyball court, pushing his hands against his sides as he waited for you. Hey, you greeted him with a wobbly smile as you walked in. He gave you an equally nervous smile in return and scratched the back of his head sheepishly while you walked up to him. Just then you remembered the potentially third person that could arrive, and you stopped and looked around. Is it just us? You asked him. Yeah, why? He asked, confused to see you looking left and right. I got a message from someone to meet here 4 p.m, you said. It was funny because it's like the exact same note that I left you. They even forgot to put their name, like I forgot to put my name on the letter to you. Oh, that was me. I left that note, he said with a little chuckle. Sorry, I was so nervous I forgot to write my name. Oh, you laughed. Me too. I was all over the place, so I just wrote the bare essentials and then ran. He laughed, and then it went quiet for a bit. Wait, why are you nervous? I mean, I know why I'm nervous, but what did you need to tell me? You go first, you said, gesturing to him. Would you like to go first? He offered. Don't be nervous, there's nothing to be nervous about. No, you go first, you said, because depending on what you say will change if I decide to tell you what I brought you here for, you replied. Is that fair? He asked with a small pout. I don't want to tell you my thing if it's going to change what you wanted to see me about. Okay, I'll say it. Not like I've been practicing my line all day anyway. You rolled your eyes and then stared down at the floor. Suga waited patiently. It's our final day of high school, and if I don't tell you this now, I'll never have another chance. You took a deep breath in. Okay, so, do you remember how we met? I dropped my papers in a puddle and you picked them up for me and then borrowed one of the popular girls' hair dryers and sat there for an hour blow-drying my papers for me? Suga smiled. Yes, and you asked me if I liked anime and then we chatted for another hour more after that. Yeah, well, I set a world record that day, you said, your heartbeat going wild in anticipation of the next line. Oh? What for? He asked. For the fastest time that anyone has ever fallen in love, you said softly, your breathing becoming more and more difficult the longer it was taking for him to reply. He stared at you for what felt like an eternity before speaking. Then he took a slow breath in and opened his mouth. I'm sorry, he said softly, and your heart broke, thinking he was rejecting your confession. I'm sorry, but I can't beat that record. You waited. But if it helps, I can tell you I've been waiting for this day to make my dream come true. What's your dream? You asked softly. To have you as my girlfriend, he replied in an equally soft voice. Unexpected tears sprung up along your lower lids, and you gave him a weird sobbing laugh, biting back the waterworks of relief that were threatening to fill the gymnasium and wash the two of you out of there. Let's make it a reality then, you said, stepping forward at the same time that he did and closing the distance so you could hug each other. As other friends hugged and signed farewell letters to each other in the school grounds that afternoon, you and Suga hugged for the longest time in the gym, then left the school for the final time hand in hand, finished with high school, and started in a new relationship for the two of you. The end. Oh, I told you it was going to be fluffy. I want Suga as my boyfriend now. If there are any Haikyuu stans listening, feel free to drop a name from the anime and I'll add them to the list for future one-shots. Up next Wednesday will be everyone's favourite brain of Nekoma. That's right, Kenma Kozume. Stay tuned for that one.